Deputy President William Ruto has asked former devolution Cabinet Secretary Anne Waiguru to carry her own cross in regard to the National Youth Service scam amounting to 791 million shillings. On Thursday, Waiguru linked Ruto's aide, Farouk Kibet, to those facing charges over the suspected fraud when she appeared before the Public Accounts Committee. And as Chris Thairu now reports, Ruto has also taken a swipe at the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission and the Director of Public Prosecutions, accusing them of failing in their duties.
Before the Public Accounts Committee, former devolution Cabinet Secretary Anne Waiguru made statements about Deputy President William Ruto's close allies. These are Ruto's aide Farouk Kibet and Elgeyo Marakwet Senator Kipchumba Murkomen. And it is those confessions that have now opened a war of words between the Deputy President and Waiguru, with Ruto asking her to leave his office out of the scam.
Pesa ya umma kama imepotea, tuseme pesa ya umma imepotea. Na wale ambao wanahusika wawajibike. Tunaelewana ama tuelewani? Si ndio namna hiyo? That's what we want. And we are not going to take nonsense from anybody. We will not agree. We are going to be very firm. You know, the masterminds cannot be walking around doing catwalk on us when public money has been lost, giving us long lectures on influencing investigation, I don't know, this and that. No, you are hapana.
Ruto, who had attended a Sunday service at PCA Zimmerman in Nairobi and who has himself had to fight off a number of corruption accusations, stated that those who were in office during the time that the NYS funds were lost should take a full responsibility.
Mama anafanya hapa kwa saloon, aende ya register kampuni 20 siku moja, aende apatiwe kandarasi, alipwe million, karibu inafika billion. Yeye mwenyewe anasema mimi nilikuwa napepa pesa hii mamilioni kwa gunia kama viazi. Really? Alafu mnatuambia mnatembea hapo kuongea Kiingereza mingi ati unajua sasa imekuwa imeenda ikarudi. Hiyo ni maneno gani hiyo? Wacheni upuzi bana. Tuambieni ukweli.
But in a quick rejoinder, the former devolution Cabinet Secretary Anne Waiguru sent a statement to Newsroom indicating, and I quote, "I have no interest in public exchanges with His Excellency the Deputy President or those others speaking in public gatherings." Further, she says, if the Deputy President or Duale or others have facts to assist in this or any other investigation, the appropriate thing to do will be for them to appear before the EACC, CID or PAC like I and other witnesses did and present the evidence. Anything else is not only against the standing orders, but can be construed as politicizing an ongoing inquiry and an attempt to subvert the process. I agree I am not the DP's equal, so why is he spending too much time attacking me? End quote.
Please, give us a break, my friends. You know, Kiingereza mingi, mnafanyia catwalk hapa around. Na ni wazi pesa ya umma imepotea. Mwenye hiyo pesa anasema aliweka kwa gunia. Sasa jameni, kweli dunia hii, you know, we must be honest with ourselves. That we must be honest with ourselves. And we will call a spade a spade.
According to Ruto, he and the President have already done their part in sacking all those involved in graft in the Jubilee administration, and that the ball is now in the court of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission and the Director of Public Prosecution.
It is clear we have done our portion. Everybody should do theirs. Wale wengine wafanye sehemu yao. Ama namna gani? DPP afanye yake, EACC wafanye yao, mahakama wafanye yao, ndio tulinde mali ya wananchi ya Kenya.
But even as the Jubilee administration continues to fight graft accusations in the regime, opposition legislators are not relenting in piling pressure on the government.
I don't know what their names, people we've never heard of, are removing money like this, and you are seeing the level of poverty in this country. Jubilee, their time is up. They've been thieving enough, including stealing our own name. Jubilee was our name. So it is time to return what is rightfully for God. They will return our name, they will return our leadership, they will return our money.
And we want to urge every Kenyan to get out there on Tuesday, for this gentleman of health to go home. After that, Uhuru and Ruto must be prepared. The Kenyans, we're going to get them in the street until they go home, even before the next election.
According to the leaders, the Jubilee administration is not worth getting a second term in office on grounds that they have been unable to fight graft.
Lituuliza sasa mnataka nifanye nini? Please take a walk, Mr. President, because if you read the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 7, verse 18, I will establish your royal throne as I covenanted with David your father when I said, you shall never have to fail to have a man to rule over Israel. Equate Israel with Kenya, you shall never fail to have a man who can rule over Kenya. So if he's not able, take a walk, Mr. President. And I also want to warn the Jubilee government that there is a growing trend of threatening, intimidating.
The money that he's getting is a deputy president. Hardly his salary is 2 million. Where does he get the money from? Which business that is he doing? Therefore, we are saying is that this is a regime which is rotten. And for sure, we are going to harm on the corruption because they are doing corruption.
Na sisi kama serikali ya Jubilee tutasimama imara na tutaangaliana macho kwa macho. Wewe kama utapatikana umechukua pesa ya umma, my friend, utakiona cha mtema kuni. Pesa ya umma ni pesa ya umma.
Other leaders continue to pile pressure on the Jubilee administration to act before matters get out of hand.
Mukitaka kungangana na hii na kusaidia rais, mupitishe sheria kidogo tu. Mtu akipatikana ameiba pesa ya serikali, mtu akipatikana na mambo ya ufisadi, awekwe rumande na asitoke, akae huko.
Ana ambao tayari uchunguzi unaonyesha kwamba wamehusika. Don't waste time. Take action. Then Kenyans will believe indeed you are serious in the war against corruption. Because we have had enough talk.
The president and his deputy have defended the Jubilee administration against claims of corruption, maintaining that they have done their part and it's upon the respective institutions to take over and ensure that those found guilty of corruption are dealt with firmly. Chris Thairu, KTN News.